somewhere I need to get cleared up. Hey guys, it's Rosie and welcome to Rosie's Kitchen and my first ever cooking video. Today I'm going to be attempting to make a 3-layered Oreo cake. And I've never actually baked by myself before, so this could be tricky. But I have got some inspiration from other recipes and videos. So let's get started. First up is the first layer, which is the vanilla sponge. And what you will need for that is 1.5 cups of plain flour, 1 cup of milk, 1 cup of all granulated sugar, 2 eggs, half a cup of butter, and I've cut the butter up into small chunks so then it will blend easier. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and a pinch of salt. And lastly, we have 10 Oreos. And I don't mean 10 Oreo packets, I mean like 10 just normal Oreos, and chop them into like chunks. So let's get mixing. First of all, I'm going to add my dry ingredients, but a quick tip is to get a damp cloth and put it under your bowl if you're using a hand mixer or a whisk. It stops your bowl from slipping. Now I am putting my dry ingredients into my bowl and then I'm going to mix. So now once you have all your dry ingredients in, mix them up, but do not put them on the highest speed, otherwise it will go everywhere. Just put them on a low speed. Once your dry ingredients are mixed, now it's time to add your butter. Only add a few chunks of butter at a time to make it easier to blend. So what I am using to get the butter out is my spatula, and it has like all measurements on here. But first I'm going to take the bowl off because it's not that hygienic. So I'm only going to add a few pieces of butter right now. About that much pieces of butter. If I can get it off my spatula. There we go. Now for some more butter. And I'm going to add half of what is left. So there is one more bit in there, but first I'm going to add the half. And now for the rest, which is that much. Now the butter is mixed into the dry ingredients, it is time to add the eggs in. Some people don't beat their eggs before they put it into the mixture, but I'm going to do it because my nan does it. So I'm going to crack the eggs. Oh, there we go. Now I'm taking my smaller whisk and I'm going to whisk them. Once the eggs are beaten, I'm going to add half of it in and then mix them. I'm going to add half of it in. Now I'm going to add the other half of the eggs. Now I'm going to gradually add the milk as I am blending. More milk now. I think I've added a bit too much milk, but I'm going to keep on blending. Oh, that's looking better now, yeah. Yeah, that looks really nice. It's working! So it has got better, so it's in a nice consistency right now. Lastly, we are going to add the vanilla extract and the Oreo chunks. But first I'm going to add in the vanilla extract. it is a bit sticky, so it sometimes sticks to the bowl, so try and get as much out as you can. So I'm going to mix that, and then I'm going to mix the Oreos in. That seems like it is all mixed in. Now for the exciting bit, I'm going to add the Oreo chunks, and I'm just going to dump the whole thing in. Now I'm going to mix them up, but I'm not going to mix them up too much, otherwise it won't stay chunky. Here we have it. It is all mixed up. We have the first layer of our Oreo cake, and it looks absolutely delicious. I think I might try some. Really good. Now it's time to put this little baby in the oven. See you soon. By the way, I'm on a step to help me mix. By the way, the vanilla layer has to go in the oven for 45 minutes. And now for the chocolate layer. And as you can see, I have loads of Oreos, 18 to be precise, that my mum has kindly chopped up because the knife is way too sharp for me to use. And did I mention, Oreo biscuits are my favourite. I love the milkshake, the biscuit, and I think I'll definitely love the cake. So I think I might try it just to check if it's not poisonous. Not poisonous. Delicious. Whilst we wait for that other layer to bake, I'm going to tell you the ingredients for the chocolate layer. The ingredients for the chocolate layer are 3/4 of cocoa powder, 1 3/4 of plain flour, 2 cups of all granulated sugar, half a cup, I think that's my nan checking the oven for the cake, half a cup of vegetable oil. Right, okay, so I think it is 2 teaspoons of all 2 teaspoons of baking powder and 1 teaspoon of baking soda and 1 cup of buttermilk and 18 Oreos. So that is the ingredients for this layer. Okay, same as before, add the dry ingredients first and let's get mixing. It's heavy. Now the last dry ingredient is the sugar. So now let's mix it all together. I've just noticed that it's now turning a brownish, like cocoa chocolate colour, and it looks really nice. It looks like the powder that you make like a hot chocolate with. I forgot to show you the eggs. You need 2 eggs, remember that. And I think all the ingredients are mixed up together. So let's get on to the next thing. So now I'm going to try not beating the eggs, and I'm just going to add them in like one, mix it, and then another one and mix it. Put it straight into it. This looks so weird and yummy. I'm adding the second egg now, and I'm going to crack it in this bowl here because I don't want to get any shell in the mixture. Now all the eggs are in, and it's time for all the other ingredients. Whoops. Oh no, this will spill everything. Now it's time for the buttermilk and oil. So first I'm going to put the buttermilk in. I've never actually used buttermilk before, but I thought I'd give it a go, so don't know how this will turn out, but well, it's lovely and creamy. Time for the oil, and hopefully I don't get messy this time. Going all over my t-shirt. Look how it's mixing. Stop the camera, I need to get cleared up. Last but not least, it is the Oreos. And I'm not going to mix it too much because I still want them chunky. I think one fell down. Never leave an Oreo behind. and laughing because I dropped an Oreo. I think I have mixed it all up and it looks really, really nice. It looks like melted chocolate. It looks so nice. I think it's going to be really good. Okay, I've put them in the baking tins. Nan, can you put these in the oven, please?
Okay.
Here you go. So my nan is putting them in the oven now, if you can hear that. That is the oven opening. And so I'm putting it in the oven, the next one in the oven, and now closing the oven. Here's one I prepared earlier, and it looks amazing and it smells delicious. It smells like an actual vanilla sponge with like an Oreo scent in it. It's so nice. So the chocolate layer has to go in for 45 minutes, but be careful not to burn it. Okay, the cakes are in the oven baking, but now it's time for the fun part, decorating the cakes. And we're going to be making the icing and the filling. So how you'll make that is cream cheese, like a whole tub of cream cheese, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 2 cups of whipping cream, and 2 cups of icing sugar. Icing sugar. And first I'm going to whip the cream, and how you'll know it is ready is it will form peaks, like soft peaks. So like when you lift the blender up, it will like form into like a shape. Whoops. I don't think it was on properly. Dad, you didn't put it on properly. It won't go back on. Now we fix the blender, we can start blending. So as soon as you put the blender in, it starts getting light and fluffy with like bubbles in it, and it gets all creamy, but it's not forming a peak yet, so I've got to keep on mixing it. If you bring it up like this, so if I stop it, it's not, when I bring it up, it is not forming a peak, so that's when you know you have to mix it even more. So this is what it looks like right now, and it is not forming any peaks right now. Mixing gets really heavy. So I've turned the speed up now, and it's looking like it is mixing now, and the bubbles have gone away. So I'm thinking it might be forming a peak. So I'm going to stop it and see if it forms a peak. It's coming up, so that means it's nearly ready. It's splashing everywhere. Peaks yet. It's nearly ready because look. Come on, cakes! This takes a lot of hard work. Right. The moment of truth.
Nope.
It's not forming peaks yet. Gotta whip it a bit more. Now my whipped cream is done, so I'm going to put that over there. And I've decided, because it's taking so long, I'm just going to add them in all together. Can I have another bowl? There we go. Oh, it's got on my... No! Now the icing sugar. And... hope that it works. This is why you should have your cloth underneath, because I don't have mine and it's slipping all around. And remember to get all the sides, because you don't want any icing sugar left out. This looks great. It looks like a really firm consistency, and I think that's what it's meant to be. So I'm going to leave it at that and see how it gets on. I think I need to taste this. That's really nice. So I said I'll show you at the end, and this is what it looks like. It looks really nice. Time to add them both together and mix, mix, mix. I would scrape it out, but I'm scared I'm going to drop the bowl into the bowl. So I'm doing it this way, which is quite a good technique. I'm done with this, and I'll be glad to see the back of it because it's so heavy. We're ready and it's time to ice. I'm only going to put about this much in the middle because I need to save some to put around the sides as well. But I'm going to put enough so that it still tastes good. I swapped my spatula because it's easier. Now for the middle layer, and I'm covering the whole top. Oh my gosh, I got the third layer on without it collapsing. Let's quickly ice before it does collapse. This takes so much hard work. I don't think I actually want to be a cook now. This takes forever. I hope I don't run out of icing. This is not looking bad. Not bad at all. I think I'm gonna run out of icing. Look how much I've got left. My cake is covered in icing, so it's time to decorate. It probably won't look as good as like professional bakers, but I'm trying my hardest, so that's what counts. I am liking how it's turning out, and I think I'll make it again. That will be really fun to make it again and see if I improve and see if the cake turns out any better. I mean, I must have used like about 400 Oreos. This is really fun decorating it because I love decorating stuff. This has been really fun today, and this is probably my favourite part. Finally done with the bottom, but now for the pouring chocolate. And I'm going to put it round the side so it gets this like drippy effect. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. I actually want to drink it. I think I need to push it over the edge so it doesn't collapse. Time for the squeezy icing! I'm doing like these they're called, I think they're called like rosettes, because they look like flowers. I learnt this off YouTube. I was watching. This is looking good. Done. Finally, the Oreos. It's snowing Oreos. Here's my cake. I'm actually really happy how it turned out. I really hope it tastes as good as it looks. I had so much fun making this video, but it was so much hard work. And now I know how my mum feels every night cooking. If you have any cooking tips for me, please comment down below. And if you like this video, please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. I would say I'm going to eat it, but I'm a little bit sick of Oreos now.